Hey, what's going on, guys? It is me, Lux, and today I have a Wi-Fi battle for the League Leo Battle Association against the Tampa Bay Thundurus and here's coach Geopolitics YouTube. His link is gonna be down below, so be sure to check him out. Looking at his team though, I'm scared of Altaria. Let me tell you about that. Altaria is just a mon you can never be too prepared for. I do have a Gramble though, so you know it's gonna be like kind of my way to checking it, unless it's like a weird roost cotton guard set, which you know it would auto 6 on me pretty much. And yeah, well, I do have a Mundus which does pack clear smog just in case stuff like that happens, but you know it's definitely gonna be hard to play around that. So starting off into the match, first, while it's still loading, I want to say thanks to Blaze Shadowthorn for recording this, and to Gible for getting me the Swamper, the Bishop. So big shout out to them, and be sure to check him out. This thing is gonna be down below. But starting off, he's gonna lead with Tornadoes. He's gonna go for a Hurricane. He's gonna miss as I go for a Spore. The miss kind of matters, kind of doesn't, because I do have Synthesis, so I would just recover all that after Regenerator, as you are gonna see later. And yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna switch out into my Bishop right here, because I know he's gonna have to stay asleep this turn, because this is a turn he stays asleep 100%. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go for a knockoff, as he's gonna go into his Slowbro. His Slowbro wasn't packing an item. I saw it on Team Preview. I was like, bro, your Slowbro doesn't have an item. Is that right, or you just forgot it? And he's like, no, it's supposed to be like that. And then, well, comes into a knockoff, and it's like, oh well, but so he's just gonna go for a Thunder Wave. I expected that, so I'm just gonna go into my my Swamper. I'm gonna go for a Toxic on this. I guess he was expecting like my Rocks or something like that. As that doesn't happen. He's just gonna go for a Skull. Does not get the burn. And yeah, we're good. This Swamper is physical defensive without Rocks, Toxic, because I knew that he was going to prepare for me not getting enough Rocks or something like that. So I wanted to put Rocks on Bishop, but I just completely like forgot about it. And yeah, my Bishop doesn't have Rocks, and my Swamper doesn't have Rocks. So he's gonna go into Gothitelle, trap me, gonna go for the Energy Ball and just knock me out. Bball. Shoutouts to Bball. His link is gonna be down below, just because he's an awesome guy. And he has a great career, great banter. So be sure to check him out. So right here I'm gonna go into Bishop, as I'm Jolly, so I am speeding 100%, and I am able to knock him out. And now he's gonna go into Slowbro. Now this is why I would spec him to like be like a Coldberry, because if he have an item, then I definitely would just stay and then just go for it and, you know, attempt to knock it out, but I would have got T-Wave. So I was expecting a T-Wave just because T-Wave is free, so I'm gonna go into my Limber Lafani. And yeah, that's fun. So I didn't know if he wanted to stay in, because I know he can take a return frustration and high jump kick. So I'm just gonna go for the fake out, just to get more damage onto the Slowbro, to the point where I can just knock it out the turn after. So he's just gonna go into his Crocodile. His Crocodile is in Intimidate, so I wasn't too worried. So I'm just gonna switch out, because I was like, I have a Gramble, there's no need. He's going for like a Earthquake. I know he's going for Earthquake. I thought he was Scarf, so I like, yeah, he's Earthquake and shit for sure. So I'm just gonna go into my Gramble, as he is going to, I believe he switches out into his Jirachi, as I'm gonna decide to just go for a Thunder Wave, expecting that Jirachi, which does end up happening. He goes into his Jirachi, I get the Thunder Wave. I thought about going for Earthquake just because his Slowbro was also a pretty good switching, but he was trying to get some momentum on his side with all that has been going on. His Tornado Sleep, his Slowbro is poison, and he lost his Gothitelle. So you know he's kind of in the back. So with Tornado Sleep though, I know this Amungus is just nothing, so I just gonna go for repeated Giga Drains onto this Dominati, even though, you know, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's gonna do anything. So so I'm just gonna go for a another Giga Drain as he's gonna go into his Tornadoes. Well, yeah, go for the yeah, speed because he was paralyzed. So he's gonna go for the Hurricane here, but he sleeps, so I'm gonna just go for the Giga. I'm gonna be at like close to full, and I know I can take a Hurricane. So I'm gonna be like a 218, yeah, 218 HP as he's gonna wake up, hit me up with this Hurricane, and it's gonna do a hell of a lot. It's gonna knock me down to like 49 HP, so it's like 170. That's the roll that he needs to get after my my Black Slugs. I'm at 172, so you know, missing here, it's he needs a higher roll and hit, but he missed unfortunately for him, as I do get to put him back to bed, and I can just go into my Vishar once again to attempt and damage this. You know, this Tornadoes, it causes a problem to my team. So he's just gonna stay in again and be asleep for the first turn, just to burn that turn, I guess. I don't have Pursuit. I wish I did. So I'm gonna go for the knockoff in this turn, as he's gonna reveal that he is a Choppleberry. I went for the Iron Head on the Godzilla, expecting this to come in, but you know, he's also not intimidated, so he can switch in. So I'm gonna go back into my Mongoose just because I bring it in on a Jirachi. I obviously don't care about it, but nah, he did well. He's just gonna go for the knock off my Black Slugs. That way I don't get into living point on the Tornadoes. As he's just gonna sack this. I mean, I'm gonna kill it. He's not gonna sack it. He kind of sack it, but you know, I still kill it. This turn with a Giga Drain. Now he's gonna go, hoping he gets like a first turn wake, though second, you know. So I'm just gonna go for a Synthesis, just in case. Now I know there's always a chance he could wake up this turn, so I'm just gonna go for the Synthesis as he ends up missing, unfortunately for him. But he's gonna go for it this turn, as I'm just gonna go for the Spore. But I get confused and I hit myself, and yeah, not fun. But you know, a little bit of justice for all these Hurricane misses. So right here, after this, I'm just gonna go into my my Lopunny, because I know Fake Up plus Return Bar Frustration. You know, it's should do a lot of damage. Should do what I need. As I'm just gonna go for the Fake Out, as he predicts that very nicely. He goes into his Jirachi. I know he can't kill me with anything, so I'm just gonna go for a high jump kick. I'm not too afraid of getting paralyzed, just because my my Latias don't have a healing wish. As he's gonna go for the Drain Punch, get more HP. I was expecting this to be Scarf, just so he can deal with my Lopunny, which is something about this draft league I'm getting into. You know, it's getting prepared for your opponent with what you have, and yeah. So he's gonna let his Jirachi die and go too slow, bro. I'm just gonna switch out. I know I can prevent T-Wave, but I'd rather not have him killing my thing. So he's gonna just decide to go for a Scald. I was honestly expecting a Side Shock, but you know, I guess Scald works. So right here, I just accepted getting T-Wave, you know. So I'm gonna go for the Defog, just because these rocks are annoying and his Crocodile is already dead, so he can set him back up. And I'm just gonna Defog right here. And yeah, so I'm kind of tired, sorry. He's just gonna go for the knockoff. He's not gonna be able to kill. I'm gonna go for Side Shock. He's gonna get a crit, and it's gonna do a hell of a lot. Yeah, that's unfortunate crit right there. But right here, this is more unfortunate in my opinion. Apparently he was not gen right, and you know, not the right EVs, and I am able to outspeed him and get off a healing wish into my my Lopunny, and that's not good for him. So yeah, you know, that's something he said he was gonna look into preparing for level 50, because that's level 100, probably 212 speed. If I had to guess, you know, that's the standard. So I'm just gonna go for a frustration, just because I know frustration. It's gonna do damage to this, and it would have been able to kill the whatever it's called. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for another frustration on this Slowbro. This time it's gonna do a little bit more, which is, you know, interesting, because the last one did like 29%. This one did like around 40. So yeah, so after the toxic damage, he's gonna get into the red zone, and I'm just gonna keep clicking frustration. You know, anything I can get out of the way, it's good for me and my Lapani and my the rest of my team. Just be 1v1. So he's just gonna mega evolve his Altaria. You know how, like, I don't know, but because I do have a Granbull, it's understandable. So he's just gonna roost. I'm gonna keep going for facade after facade after facade. I mean, return. I mean, frustration, damn it. But he is the one with facade. So because I get paralyzed, I know he's gonna try to kill me. So I'm just gonna switch out into my Granbull. And yeah, I feel like I executed perfectly my gameplay. Honestly, it's looking pretty much like I win. It's I think right now it's like a 3-3. Let's see, Latias killed himself, and he killed Swampert and Amundu. So yeah, it is 3-3. Well, he still has Slowbro. I'm just gonna go for a play rough. After this this toxic, there's so many rolls with this level. I thought right here it was a roll, but I don't want to risk this thing getting Thunder Wave when I have a Lapani that's already Thunder Wave. So I'm just gonna go into it as he's gonna do, I guess, the good play. He's gonna go right for a Skull, and it's gonna get a lot of damage on me, as I'm just going to go for another frustration, as he's gonna switch out because he doesn't want to lose this Slowbro. Just because it's kind of one of his ways to dealing with my Bishop. He burns it, and then, you know, he burns it, and then it's yeah, that. But he's just gonna attempt to restore me, but frustration is doing over 50%, as you can see from this damage. And yeah, he's just not recovering health. He's really low now. One of the plays I could have done here is just going to Granbull and, you know, scare him out, go for a play rough again. But I didn't want to miss, and I knew that sooner or later it was going to come down to a 50-50 with this if he played his cards right. So I'm just going to go into my Bishop now. I'm going to click Sucker Punch because if he roosts or if he Dragon Dance, I still have my Granbull in the back. And as long as I kill his Altaria and keep my Bishop, I can win. So right there, Slowbro again is looking like it's a roll, so I'm not risking that. I'm just gonna go into my Granbull. I get intimidated on this, which doesn't really matter, as he's just gonna Thunder Wave me. Yeah. I didn't know how well Granbull was gonna take a Hurricane. But I know at this point that he wants this to take on my Bishop. So I know he's gonna switch out. So I'm just gonna go for a Thunder Wave. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed right here, because otherwise that could be pretty bad. Not game, but it would be pretty bad. So I'm just going for the Thunder Wave on the Tornadoes, and that pretty much is a 100% win for me. Because he needed this and the Slowbro to be able to win. But you know, doesn't get it. As he's just gonna go for a Hurricane, he's gonna get the Confusion, and I'm gonna break through and go for a flare off, knock him down to 1 HP or 2. You know, it's the littlest sliver of HP, like stuff like that. Like you don't see it. So he's just gonna go for another Hurricane. He misses a Snap Battle Confusion, but I get max paralyzed. And yeah, unfortunate that turn, you know, which is just a waste of narration, I guess. Waste of the time for both, as he's just gonna go for another Hurricane. He's gonna hit this turn, and he's gonna knock me out, as I'm going to decide to switch out. I mean, I had to go into my Bishop. I can't switch, but you know, like I said, it is a 100% win for me because I can just go for a knockoff here, knock this thing out. Slowbro is gonna come in, and all I had to do is click knockoff twice, and that's gonna be the game for me. because there is no way he's gonna beat me by just slacking off because he's poisoned, which you know, was a clutch move on Bball's part. So he's just gonna skull, he's not gonna get a burn, doesn't matter because he's gonna be knocked down to red regardless, and I'm gonna be able to just knock him off. And yeah, that's gonna be week 1. A great game in my opinion. In my book, this is one of the great games I've ever had on Wi-Fi, and you know, incredible. So hope you enjoy. See you guys next time. Peace.